Ladies, gentlemen, distinguished guests, it's an honor to be here this evening. It's always energizing to be among so many of my compatriots. My connection with UCD, as Tony mentioned, was through my late husband, George Moore, but my daughter, Ashlyn, is also a graduate. So you could say we are a UCD family. Now, back in 2013, George was involved with the very first fundraising event for phase one of the Center for Future Learning. This was in San Francisco, and it was in April, and then the very next month, May, George passed away quite suddenly. But I know that he was both enthusiastic and excited about this project, and I decided that I wanted to finish something that George had started. So to that end, I joined the Irish Advisory Board of the Smurfit School of Business. And as you've heard from Tony, this particular project is complete, at least the building will be. They are going to be starting to break ground next year. However, with phase one, there is always a phase two. And I did say I would plug it. So this beautiful building, it actually needs to be fitted out now with state-of-the-art technology and equipment. And it also needs investment in human capital to deliver new teaching techniques and practices. They're looking to raise 10 million euro. Okay, if there are any graduates in the room tonight, okay, maybe, or you know what? Maybe you're with a technical company that might be willing to maybe put some digital equipment in the building, or whatever. We could put your name somewhere inside of it. We could do that. Absolutely. Talk to Tony. Or you know what? You could even think of, for the investment in human capital, and that is important. And in fairness, I mean, if you'd like to do something in the name of a family or a loved one, that would be a wonderful idea. So please see Tony. He would be delighted to speak with you tonight. So, okay, I've done the ask, and it is a fundraiser, so you had to be expecting that, I hope. And now I get to tell you a bit about what I'm doing at the minute, the promo bit, if you will. And I was hoping they'd show this video that my son made that tells you what I do. One of the companies in the United States that I own is a whiskey company, so I thought that would be the one that would be the most...
From Ireland. He had a great passion for
Okay. I told you we got to do a promo bit, so and you're going to hear more. But before I say what I want to say, I have to say that tonight I share the stage with a corporate giant like Paul Mulligan from Coca-Cola. Here we have something in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and we have Coca-Cola. Congratulations on being honored here tonight. And then let's not forget that handsome movie star rugby player, Brian O'Driscoll, with his equally fabulous-looking wife. Now you understand why they let me go first. Okay. As my son, the other handsome young man in the video, said, the Virginia Distillery Company was in fact started by his father and some investors back in 2011. And sadly, his father didn't live to see us make the whiskey. But again, this is where I came in, and I wanted to finish something that George had started. So I bought out the other two partners, put my son in as CEO with his wife, Maggie. She actually oversaw the building of our visitor center. If you want something done, put a woman on the job, okay? They do a fabulous job. But basically, we make a super premium American single malt. And with my sort of Irish-American accents, it kind of works. So, in the room, we're all Irish here. We're from a small island, but we think big. We're from a country that has produced many successful entrepreneurs who thought big. Our business school was named for one of them, Michael Smurfit. So I think big. And in fact, I actually own the largest American single malt distillery in the United States, both in size and capacity, and American single malt is the only thing that we do. However, American single malt is actually considered a craft industry here. So in truth, that's why I happen to have the largest one in it. But I think big. In order to be in every store, you have to have capacity, and we have capacity. So we also think big, and we're the best. We have passion, and this passion tells me that I will own the American single malt category. We've already won that distinction, as you can see, for 2017. But I'm talking about big, and I'm talking about American single malts taking their place amongst the best single malts in the world. In 2020, when our own whiskey is ready, I'm ready to take on the best Scottish, Irish, Japanese single malts and show them that an American single malt with the distinctive hot summers and snowy winters maturation environment that we have here, our distillate is a liquid gold, that we can and will beat them in a blind taste testing. This happened 20 years ago. Company you might have heard of called Chateau Montelena, California winery. They put California wines on the map when they beat all the best French wines in a blind taste testing. I think they took down 17 of them. The Virginia Distillery Company will be on the world maps, and you can say you heard it right here tonight. Now, the proof of the pudding is in the tasting, or in this case, tasting. So to that end, I have set up a tasting outside. So you're all going to get a nip of it tonight before you leave. And if you like it, take the glass with you. And in conclusion, what I'd really like you to do is to raise your glass to UCD, to Ireland, American style. So Sláinte agus go raibh míle maith agat.